Hello everyone, it is BS Radar time, hashtag BS Radar. Today I've got Eddie Brennan from the More Group. G'day Eddie, how are you today?
I'm good, Russ. How are you?
Good, good. Guys, if you're not following Eddie already, he does great video content, great content, funny guy, really good, especially for candidates. So if you're watching this and you're a candidate, you should be following Eddie if you're not already. But for those that haven't followed the BS Radar before, basically what we do is we tap founders and leaders on the shoulder and we get a feel for their one hot tip to sniff out the BS in a job interview from a candidate. So, Eddie, this is what you do all day, every day. I'd love to hear what's your one hot tip when you're across the other side of the desk from a really keen, really enthusiastic candidate, but there's something that just sort of sets you off and goes, not quite feeling it. What do you got?
Yeah, well, I'll start off by I've made some shocking calls, like really bad calls. I've finished induction training on somebody's very first day. I've kind of walked out the room thinking, what have I done? Gone like a long walk along the beach, considering my life again. So I made some shockers and very much kind of going on a skills fit rather than a cultural fit.
Yeah.
And I get it all the time, speaking to hiring managers, speaking to business owners, and they're saying the right thing is they're looking for that cultural fit. So something I do to try and navigate that as well as I can, what I'll always do now is before I even meet the person for an interview, I'll get the resume, I'll get the video that is submitted, and I'm looking for one personal piece of interest on there.
Yep.
So whether that might be somebody like playing a sport or like a musical instrument, a favorite recipe, a hobby, a pastime, whatever it may be.
Yep.
And I want to delve into this because it's important. Like if one of our colleagues or one of the candidates is going to be representing my company, my brand, or your company, your brand in front of our clients and our customers, we want to ensure that they're going to talk with passion and they've got conviction in what they do.
Yep.
So I'm going to bring this interest, this passion into the conversation just casually, and then get them to talk about it. Because let's say, Russ, if somebody says they love to play the guitar. Now, I don't know anybody who picks up a guitar as a child and starts playing like Jimi Hendrix straight away.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen, right? So it's going to be a process. When you first start learning how to play the guitar, you're going to absolutely suck at it. Then you're going to get some instant gratification, and then you're going to be good. You're going to be not so good.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to stick with it. You're going to have to seek out some teachers. You're going to have to become a very, very good student. Now, what this is telling me is if somebody's got like a passion or something they believe in and something they've stuck with outside of work, them kind of traits are going to be great if they bring that into their own work when they're working with yourself. And that's going to help you there really sniff out somebody who's going to be a great cultural fit. And also somebody when the going gets tough and you're in the heat of paddle, the person that you want by your side as well.
Yeah.
So that'd be my 2 cents on that one.
That's good. That's good. And I think the thing there too is, I mean, if they're talking about, learning to play guitar or, learning how to knit some socks or whatever it happens to be that they're really passionate about, like that story is going to open up some opportunities for you to dig in and go, oh yeah, so how was that challenge? Or what did you do to get over that? Or, why did you keep going? And yet you're going to get a better sense of them as a person and their actual ability to cope in those, as opposed to potentially one of those example stories that you need to have ready for an interview from your last job. Don't you feel?
Yeah, one of the questions is always, tell me a time when you've been working with a team and you've come up against adversity.
Yeah.
You can find that question on page 1 of Google,
yeah.
but you can't really find the question about, okay, well, you learned to play guitar. I believe getting the grade 7 is probably the hardest grade to get. How did you go around that?
Yeah.
Straight away, the person's like, all right, okay, now we're in for business. And then you can hear the passion, the tone of voice, and it's something completely away from talking about the work. So they're going to be not as nervous either because they're talking about something that they believe in as well. Yeah. And then you're going to see the true character come through. So
love it. Great tip, Eddie. Thanks so much. Yeah, love it. I'm going to use it as my own. I'll steal it. So thanks, Eddie. Thanks for being on BS Radar. If anyone's got any tips or comments, if you've had this sort of question asked of you in an interview, I'd love for you to pop it down below. Thanks, guys. Cheers, Eddie.
Thanks, Russ. Cheers.